Dun, 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 dun. I love our opening sequence now. It's getting better and better every time.
It does.
Welcome to Amplify MP. I'm Mike Heaton, your co-host, joined as always with Matt Bryant.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Matt. Good to see you again.
You're chewing on my finger on the camera now.
Sorry about that. I do that too sometimes. Chew on your fingers.
I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm not going to try to explain it. I just was doing it.
This is what it is. This is what it is.
This is what it is.
Today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2026, so it's hard to believe. We're now past May the 4th, and May the 5th be with you, Cinco de Mayo.
The Sith be with you.
It's Sith, yeah.
No, the
5th be with you. Is there anything on the 6th?
Revenge of the 5th.
No,
Revenge of the 5th.
Fourth be with you.
May the
Revenge
4th
of the 5th.
be with you.
Yeah.
Revenge of the 5th.
That's right. Revenge of the 5th. Today's May 6th. We have it's been an incredible couple days, and this is Amplify MP. We've been amplifying all of it. For those of you who don't know, Amplify MP is a celebration, a network that celebrates the people, places, and all the amazing activities throughout our community that make Mount Pleasant a great place to call home. And we did that this week already, and we're only halfway through the week.
Yeah, barely half.
Yeah. Did you make it to the Cinco de Mayo thing at all last night?
You know, I left here and it was just upstairs, and I kind of saw it. It looked like a good crowd.
It was a huge
I wasn't
crowd,
able to stay around very long, and I didn't get to see the big giant piñata smashing.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I missed it.
It was huge too. It was incredible. And Dora the Explorer came out.
You know,
as we know.
I saw Dora for lunch at lunchtime yesterday.
Yeah, so we got a little extra Dora. It was I think by all accounts a major success and awesome. So all that amplification that happens every single day on this show is brought to you by Midwest Old Threshers. Thank you to Terry and Grant and all of the gang over there at Midwest Old Threshers for being a staple of our community. Speaking of things going on and all the crazy things and awesome things that have happened already this week, what else do we got on the agenda? What's the 411, Matt?
The 411 is, did you know that Sunday's Mother's Day?
Already.
Don't forget, everybody don't forget, that's number one.
Yeah.
Mother's Day this weekend.
See, I can say this because I know Abigail, my wife, doesn't necessarily watch the show a whole lot.
Yeah.
Because she's busy with stuff, right?
Yeah, my
She'll
wife
go back
doesn't watch it
occasionally.
because she doesn't like me that much.
So I can say this. I got a really cool surprise for Mother's Day for Abigail. I'm really pumped about it.
That's nice.
I don't usually do very good with gifts, but this one I'm pretty sure I'm going to win Mother's Day.
Well, there you go.
I'm
All
pumped.
right.
I'm pumped.
Bonus.
No pressure.
So speaking of Mother's Day, though, celebrate Mom with something made from the heart. Mount Pleasant Hy-Vee Kids Club Mother's Day Potted Plant Workshop is Saturday, May 9th. Kids can design and create their own special plant to gift, or they can keep it if they want. If they decide they like it, they don't want to give it to Mom, they can keep it.
I guess
but
so.
Really,
Yeah.
it's for Mom. This hands-on, family-friendly event is a perfect way to spend time together while making something meaningful. Sign up at the customer service to reserve your spot. I assume they got to make sure they got all the materials and whatever. So make sure you go out to Hy-Vee or call Hy-Vee customer service and get signed up for that. And then on Sunday, on actual Mother's Day, head back to Hy-Vee because they have a Mother's Day brunch from 8 to 1.
Nice.
So do that. And if there's other Mother's Day events, please let us know. I know we're getting close, but if you want us to announce a Mother's Day event that you have going on today or tomorrow, or if you want us to announce it tomorrow or Friday before the weekend, please let us know. Send an email to contact@amplify-mp.com and let us know. Past Mother's Day, the Mount Pleasant Golf and Country Club is hosting prime rib dinner on Saturday, May 16th with 2 set seatings, one at 6 and one at 7:30.
Oh, nice.
It is open to everyone. It does not specifically say in the Facebook post that I saw that you have to reserve your spot, but I'm guessing you need to reserve your spot. Call the country club and let them know that you want one of those seatings.
I like that. With our country club here, it's not members only on everything. They do have a lot of members only events, things like that, but they do open to the community too. They're a very community centric organization.
And well, I was going to say, who doesn't like prime rib?
Right.
Probably people that do, but prime rib's pretty darn good.
Yeah, for sure.
The Mount Pleasant Vets Hall-VFW is hosting a 3rd annual Thank You Is Never Enough ride on Saturday, June 13th. The ride starts at 10:30. Free will supper starting at 5. There will also be a Quilt of Valor presentation and auction and raffles.
So what's a ride? Is it a bike ride, or is it motorbikes, or is it cars?
You know, I have to assume it's a motorcycle ride.
Okay.
I honestly, that's a good question. Maybe I'll do some more research on it. But
I would check that out. I do know a couple of people that put this together every year, and they are really big into old antique cars.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't surprise me if it was like an old antique car ride kind of thing.
You know, I just made an assumption, and you should never do that.
We'll come back. You know what it does. Now I won't say that on live TV. Assumptions.
Yes.
But yeah, no, we'll come back and let you know. If anybody knows, put it in our comments.
Yeah, I just assumed a motorcycle ride, but we'll figure that out. Music on Main will be held in Central Park in Mount Pleasant on Friday, June 19th from 5 to 9 p.m. This event is presented by Main Street Mount Pleasant and the Henry County Farm Bureau. show, and will be a special night of celebrating the local agriculture community. Enjoy live music, great food, and fun, family-friendly atmosphere right in the heart of downtown.
Nice. It's a fun one. That's always one of my favorites of the summer.
And a reminder again, June 27th, the Friends of Conservation of Henry County is hosting their annual Conservation River and Creek Float, starting at 1 o'clock. The route will be determined the week of the float based on water levels. More information to come. Just save the date.
Wait, that's an annual event? I didn't know that. That sounds like fun.
Yes.
Do you ever float rivers? You done that before?
Yeah, I used to live in Monticello, and Monticello is on the Coconut River, and that's a pretty well-known stretch. I mean, but it's a slow. It's not. You're floating. You're not canoeing. So
Sure.
It's you can tie boats together
on that particular stretch. I'm assuming because like when it goes through Manchester, you have rapids and everything,
yes,
right?
They do. And that's a whole different thing. This particular stretch, I think it's a 4-mile stretch, and they'll drop you off the beginning, and they bring a bus and come around and pick you up at the end, and it's a whole thing.
It's a party on.
It's a party.
On
I've canoed a couple other rivers where you actually have to canoe, and that's its own experience.
The exercise. You actually do the exercise
it's
itself.
It's a different thing.
Nice.
So remember to go to amplify-mp.com, click submit at the top, and join us participating and take MP with you, Critter MP shout-outs, Why I Love MP, and our weekly poll question. And please do that. We want those videos. We have videos and comments and all that stuff. We haven't seen a lot of them yet, but we want them. So
we want to show off your dogs and cats.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. There's the 411.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Hey, when we come back after this break, we're going to have our Your Dream Home Furniture and Floors feature, and that's going to be on the Belle Center, where we're currently located. We keep getting these questions. What does the Belle Center do? As we've talked to people about where we're located and where our studio is located, and we're really excited to share with you in conversation and some photos and exactly what the Belle Center does. So we'll be back right after the commercial.
Bring the kids and share the memories at the 2026 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Experience the sights, sounds, and traditions of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, and more. First visit or a family tradition. Enjoy home-style food, the excitement of an Old West shootout, and nightly entertainment. For generations, this is where memories are made. Celebrate history and make new memories at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, September 3rd through 7th in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Welcome back to Amplify MP. I'm always checking my mic right before we start, and you got me that time, Kellen. Well done. Nice. So today our feature, brought to us by Your Dream Home Furniture and Floors, is about the Belle Center here in Mount Pleasant. I'm really excited about this one because I've been a big part of the creation of the Belle Center, and I know Kellen here is on our board as well. I'm a board member. Kellen's a board member here with a handful of others that have built this up. And we want to share with you a little bit about what it is, because we've heard a lot of questions as we've seen people out in the community. They're asking where our studio is at and what we're doing, what we do here. And we say we're located in the Belle Center, the Welcome Home Center, which hosted the Cinco de Mayo Festival, which you see some of the flags in the picture up there. They're located in the Belle Center. And for a lot of people, the Belle Center is new. It sort of spawned out of one of the positive things that came out of the closing of Iowa Wesleyan's campus. So if you recognize the building there, that is the old Chadwick Library.
Yes, it is.
And I know you went to school here, Matt.
I did.
Did you ever go to the library? Is the question I have.
Well, not a lot, but actually I had classes in this building. That was back in the days where we didn't have computers in our rooms, so there was a computer lab. So
sure,
the computer lab was in the library, so we had to come use that from time to time. I don't remember how many books I actually checked out, but we had to do. Yes, I was in the library.
You were in the library occasionally?
Occasionally.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So the library itself has now been converted. It's a 45,000 square foot building, and there weren't a lot of uses for that in Mount Pleasant. I think the university went and put it out there for people to be interested to buy, and people came and toured it. And then a group here in Mount Pleasant really was worried about economic development. The Chamber does a great job, Main Street does a great job, but their focus was on how do we start new businesses. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to have a space where new businesses could come up with ideas, get support in classes and workshops, and even have a space where they could share resources as they get started. So we're proud to say that Amplify MP is one of those businesses. We're under this umbrella called HedgePost LLC, and they started right here at the Belle Center. They've received workshops and trainings from people here at the Belle Center, and they share resources with other businesses and nonprofits here in order to make it so it's easier to start.
Right.
Because overhead when you first start is really expensive to get a business started. We're going through our budgets trying to make this whole thing work, and it's a lot easier when you're sharing a copy machine.
Yes.
Right. Sharing a conference room or meeting room space,
right.
A coffee bar, whatever it might be. Right. So for example, some of those shared services that we have here at the Belle Center, there is a coffee bar. And so I'll see if Kellen can pull that one up. Yeah. So this is one of those little fun coffee machines. It has Keurig cups in it. You go over there and we make our coffee every morning. It's one of the things I see with Kellen every morning. He's up there. It's where I meet him at in the morning every day. And then we make our way down to our offices. We also have office space that's available. So there's an individual office that you can rent as a co-working member. There's larger offices that you can rent as an entire company. And then the beauty of it is there's shared conference room space as well. So we have conference rooms like this one here. We call this the alumni conference room. It obviously has a mural on there that was made by IW students right before they closed. And if you notice in the video there too, there's also a TV, and there's what's called an owl, and that's a 360 degree video thing for when you're on Zoom and calls like that. And so whoever's talking, it pulls them up at that whole conference table, right? Yep. And so we have organizations throughout Mount Pleasant that are members that are also, or maybe not members, but rent that room out because it's really convenient to hold large conference spaces in there. But it's really nice for us. If we have a big meeting or we have a strategy session, we go and take one of those conference rooms as part of our co-working membership. The other big piece of that in terms of businesses and stuff is also nonprofits. And those nonprofits get to share these exact same resources: a copy machine, mailboxes, office equipment,
high-speed internet.
And high-speed internet. That's the biggie for us. Our uploads and downloads have no problem. We're able to broadcast from here because of that. But those nonprofits have really thrived, which has been fun to watch. The community theater has grown dramatically over the last 2 or 3 years. They have a big space here in at the Belle Center, where they're able to store all their costumes and equipment and things like that. We have the Welcome Home Center, which we've talked about a couple times. Dora came and visited us.
Yes.
That's a program that spawned out of a new one that spawned out of First Presbyterian Church here in Mount Pleasant, and became on its own entity out of Iowa Winds originally, and became its own entity that has its own director, and they run programs that are all about building community for people from all over the world that migrate to Mount Pleasant. So no matter where they're from, we celebrate it, whether or not they have Italian heritage or if they have Mexican heritage like last night, or Irish. They were celebrating St. Patty's Day, the whole 9 yards. There's people here from Japan that live in Mount Pleasant. We had a big Japan Day that Welcome Home Center put on. Just a celebration and gathering of community. And these are the spaces that people do that on. They're constantly connecting with each other. They're constantly sharing ideas with each other, and growing their businesses and nonprofits as they go. It's really fun. You've been part of it for a little bit now, Matt, in a couple different capacities.
I have, and I've enjoyed it, and even all the great services, all the great things that are involved with this. For me, being an Iowa Wesleyan graduate, I go up to the third floor sometimes and just look out over the campus.
Right.
It's a beautiful campus, and so it's a bit of nostalgia on top of everything else, right?
Right.
So
right. That's a big piece of it. And we get a lot of members who are Wesleyan grads that want to be members here, even if they're the social members.
Right. There's the view.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and they're just social members that want to. They just want to have a coffee with people, and so they pay a small fee. It's called the Whispering Ivy Society. And they can come in and grab a coffee and hang out in the common area. We have a place called Courtney Commons that we showed earlier, that people can come hang out and enjoy the view of Wesleyan campus. And that still has that connection to it.
Yep.
In that sense. The one thing here's the Courtney Commons right here. And there's a whole area around that. We've had so many conversations in that area at this point, and so has so many other people. The thing I love about the most, though, as I look at the whole thing, is it's very community centric, similar to what our show is. It's sort of spawned out of conversations at this place. And it also includes people from out of town. We have remote workers. We have people that work in the area from Iowa City, from Washington, from other places that have business in town for various reasons. And they have a membership,
Mm-hmm.
and they come in, they share a desk, and in some at the lower ends, the memberships are you have a desk that you just sit down at, and when you're done for the day, you clear everything off, and it's not reserved. Someone else can take that the next day, right? And we showed some of those earlier. We also have memberships for offices and higher. You can do a whole business membership like we have with Hedge Post. But overall, it's great. And then it's also beautiful. Some of the beautiful things of the campus itself, like our mural, that was built when Wesleyan, when this building was built in 1970. And we think, do you know what that is?
I didn't until pretty recently.
I have no idea, and I've had like debates with people.
There's
about
actually,
what it is.
really?
There's actually a plaque up there that says,
It doesn't tell what the mural is, though.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, that's just a honoring of a gentleman that was connected to Wesleyan.
Yeah, but I did not know until literally 2 weeks ago, probably.
When we took a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kellen, you want to know what it is?
Yeah, I do.
According to DP Wilson, and I will never, ever say DP is wrong on anything.
Here it is again.
Here it is again. Yep. DP Wilson told me, and she was here when this building was built and that mural was put up, that this is a mural, a tile mural that is based on a slide from their science labs,
Oh, like a cell?
like a cell.
Mm.
It's a zoomed in slide. And this is what it looked like to the artist.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they-
there's the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
You see it right there very clearly.
Yeah, very clearly, the mitochondria. Yeah. So that supposedly is that. And I trust DP on that one. She was here during it and probably had something to do with it
I
being
wouldn't
installed.
question it, even if she's not right. I would just be like, okay.
You're right,
Absolutely.
DP. We got you.
We got you. We got your back.
And we will have DP Wilson on the show eventually. It'll be she's known to everyone in town, and she's incredible, and we'll get her on, and anyone that went to Wesleyan. So if you're interested in being part of this, renting a space here, becoming a member, becoming a social member, or even just coming for a tour to visit the space, go to bellecenter.org and learn all about it. You'll see in the sign there, it's not B-E-L-L, it's B-E-L-L-E, Belle Center, because do you know who it's named after?
Yeah. Bird Bab.
Yeah, Belle Bab Mansfield.
Belle
yeah.
Bab Mansfield.
Yep.
That's it.
You got it?
There's a
Arabella-
statue somewhere around
Alice
here.
Bird Bab was PEO.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Anyway, that got confused.
It is, and there's a lot of connections with all that.
Right.
Yeah, Arabella Bab Mansfield, known as Belle Mansfield, was the very first woman to pass the bar in the United States to be licensed to practice law. She broke the glass ceiling for the rest of the country, and she was also a suffragette, and she was very active in all kinds of stuff, and also as a professor here in Mount Pleasant at Iowa Wesleyan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Cool.
And so if you want to learn more about her, we'll probably have a couple features about that in our history segments. Yeah, there's an incredible statue with a bunch of plaques around it over across the street on the old Iowa Wesleyan campus, which is now the Mount Pleasant Central campus. It's worth your time, especially on these beautiful spring days, to go out there and just walk around and learn that history of what we're named after here at the Belle Center. So, and this has been your dream home furniture and floors feature. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Kids Snack Spills. Your furniture's got a front row seat to the chaos. Stain resistant and stylish? Need custom colors and a look that fits your family? Yep, we can do that. Furniture that is tough, stylish, and totally ready for whatever comes next from your dream home.
So Matt, I have a question for you.
Do tell.
I want to know if you did your homework today, because in order to get us in the know, you got to do your homework. Did you do your homework today?
I did my homework.
You did your homework.
Yep.
Interesting.
So-
Okay, well, get us in the know.
So buckle up, kids. It's time to get in the know. Today is Wednesday. It is the 6th day of May. Today is National Nurses Day. So thank you to all the nurses.
Yes.
We appreciate what you do. It's also No Homework Day.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know
And you
about
did your
that.
homework.
And I did my homework.
Well done.
Somebody
Well done.
had to. And it is International No Diet Day. Now, I am participating in that today.
Yes. Does that mean if we are on a diet, we don't have to diet?
I think it's a cheat day.
It's a cheat day.
I think it's a cheat day.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So the weather today, overcast with the high temperatures only getting to about 58, although I was outside earlier and it seemed like maybe we're okay. But it's high 58 with lows dipping into the 30s overnight.
Ooh.
Tomorrow, cloudy with a high of 65. Friday's high will be 67 before we hit just about 80 on Saturday. So there's
little
warmer
warm-up.
weather in the near future. Sports update. Monday, the boys golf tournament was in at Riverside, and I couldn't find the results yesterday. Right. So I did find them today. They've been posted, and Mount Pleasant finished 12th out of the 19-team field with a combined score of 347. Brody Engel shot a 3/75, which is a dang good score.
Yeah, especially there.
Especially on that course. Yeah. 3/75 to lead the Panthers. Interestingly, Ballard, Huxley, they won, and they shot a 310. The last place team, and there's all kinds of things that go into this. We're not making fun of anybody, but the last place team was 164 shots behind Ballard.
So that's a lot, but I can say I played that course, and I probably had 164 on one hole on occasion. It's a hard course.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a big, and again, 19 teams, so that's a big swing between top and bottom.
Yeah.
But today, normally there's not anything on Wednesdays, but today the boys golf team teed off at 9:00 this morning for a tournament hosted by Keokuk, which is across the river in Hamilton, Illinois. So they should be playing about right now, probably.
Nice.
This day in history, on this day in 2004. The final episode of the television sitcom Friends aired and was watched by more than 52 million viewers, which is about how many viewers watch us on a daily basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
a little less. We're a little more than that. Yeah.
Maybe on our final episode we'll hit that.
Yeah. In our dreams.
Yeah.
2004.
Yeah.
I now feel very old because that was the last episode.
That was the final episode. Now it's still on. You can find it any time, but the
final episode was a decade and 2 years ago.
That would be 2 decades.
That'd be 2 decades ago.
Oh my gosh, that just got worse. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I got some philosophizing to do in my life here. Okay.
All right. Well, maybe this will make you feel better. Quote of the day: between two evils, I always pick the one I've never tried before.
I like that.
Said Mae West.
Mae West. Okay, I might put that up.
I feel like these are getting better.
Well, I'm going to have my moments. There's going to be some good ones. There's going to be some bad ones.
This one
is okay. I like this one,
I like
too.
this one.
And words to live by. I can tell when people are being judgmental just by looking at them.
As he scans the room.
Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share.
You didn't get me looking at him. I was staring him down. I was like, go ahead.
Like, share, follow, do all the things, push all the buttons. We appreciate that. That helps us along. It helps us find more people and attract new audiences to find out all the great things going on in Mount Pleasant. And now, you are in the know.
This has been your Wednesday episode of Amplify MP. We'll see you on Thursday.